Hello people of YouTube, tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today with a very impromptu anime review. I honestly wasn't planning on doing this anime review, as for the length, and not only that, but I honestly couldn't formulate my opinion and without really long thinking about what I witnessed from this anime. And people of YouTube, I tend to be kind of very harsh when it comes to the romance genre of anime. And quite honestly, I have been. But, you know, there have been a lot of romance animes in the past that I've watched that I absolutely flat out love. Amagami SS is a prime example. But, as of lately, I've started to come to notice a lot of similarities between romance genres and anime. So, you know, I feel like when I watch a romance anime, not a romantic comedy, purely romance, I feel like I've seen this thing done before. And a lot of things that I talk about in my romance anime reviews, they're just my personal little issues with it. And yeah, I do feel like a lot of these romance animes feel identical, as in I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. A few animes that honestly feel like prime examples from one another would be three in particular: Ow How Ride, My Little Monster, and Say I Love You. Now, Say I Love You, honestly, I was kind of unfair with Say I Love You because I never finished it, but I did the review anyway. I did the review prematurely. So honestly, in the next year, I do plan to actually rewatch Say I Love You fully this time to finally kind of get a full grasp of the anime. But I was very unfair with my review for Say I Love You. I was just kind of bored with the anime, and I just didn't feel like watching it anymore, so I just said, fuck it, I did the review anyway. In that regard, I apologize. But what these animes have in common is just that if you really watch all these three of these anime, you basically almost watch the same identical ones. They have the same kind of main protagonist. They have the same kind of love interest. They have the same kind of situations dealing with real life, that kind of stuff. And honestly, I don't like that in the romantic I don't like it how I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. Like it's deja vu all over again. I don't like that. But what does this have to do with the anime I'm going to talk about today? Well, it's not really an anime as it's only an hour long. It's an anime movie called I've Always Liked You. So basically, in the story of I've Always Liked You, it just basically follows, you know, a group of kids who have feelings for a few women, and, you know, you see them trying to confess their loves. You see the guys trying to confess the love to this one chick, and then you have the childhood friend, the main protagonist, the childhood friend, is in love with her, again, childhood friend, a male childhood friend, a female childhood friend, in love with a male childhood friend, you know, that cliche. And then, you have this one random couple that's barely shown in the anime, and you have this weird little love triangle in the center, and it's just, it's just your basic stereotypical anime love story. And I mean, the movie is not bad. I did watch it entirely. I did watch it fully. And honestly, really thinking about it, it really took me a whole day to really think about what I want to say about this anime. And here it is. It feels exactly the same as the previous romance animes I've talked about before. This anime, honestly, is just a shortened hour-long version of every single romance anime compiled into one. And talk about cliche. Because this anime hits the cliche marks on literally everything you expect in a romance anime. The study scenes, the childhood friend falling in love with the male childhood friend, the one really shy guy who's in love with the really cute girl, and the one weird friend who's in love with the, you know, the main girl that their childhood friend has a crush on, and then it's just, this anime, honestly, is just a compiled version of every romance compiled into just one ball. You know, like a one fusion summon. It's just meh. Just meh into one. Now, honestly, there's one thing that this anime kind of did right, in my opinion. And that is the fact that the anime, albeit very cliche, it doesn't end quite the way you think. Like, because normally the childhood friend never hooks up with, with each other. The childhood friend couple never hooked up with each other. No, in this case, they obviously do. And, excuse me, and it just, the way it ended was nice, I guess. And then, one thing I will also give this anime credit for is it being sort of realistic, in the sense that we've all dealt with, at one point in our lives, we've all dealt with one crippling thing, the one thing that plagues our hearts the most: unrequited love. And this anime definitely captures that feeling of, yeah, I've dealt with unrequited love before, and it's obviously not a nice feeling. It sucks that you have feelings for a certain girl, but you just can't let them out because you don't know if they like you back, or if there's someone else in their life that they're interested in, and you just have to be happy for the person that you are in love with. And honestly, that's what I kind of had to do at one point in my life. I'm not afraid to personally admit this, but there was one point in my life where I had feelings for a girl, but she had feelings for someone else, and I'm just leave it like that, because it just happened the way it happened, and it was just a silly little crush, and she's off doing whatever, and I'm very happy for her. But this anime definitely captures that feeling of unrequited love, that it is really a horrible feeling, and you have to just embrace it at some points. And that's what I kind of related to one of the characters in the anime, and that was this boy. I forgot his name. I think it was like Mitochi, what they nicknamed him or something, but he, honestly, I did kind of related to, in the fact that, yes, I've dealt with unrequited love. I just hate the fact that seeing a girl that I like possibly thinking about someone else that they also like, but you don't know what they feel like. And again, I could relate to that, because I'm pretty sure we could all relate to that, because I believe that we all dealt with unrequited love at one point. Come on, admit it. So, honestly, in that regard, I actually did find the anime very realistic, in that sense of capturing unrequited love. But the majority of the anime is just very cliche. It's obviously just, like I said before, a compiled mess of just romance elements down your throat. And not to say that the characters are bad. No, in fact, all the characters are really enjoyable. You do get like a little backstory about, well, not really like a backstory, but like you do get like a sense of, yeah, these characters are nice. You can tell that they're in love with each other, and yada 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 yada, all that shit. But honestly, people of YouTube, that's really all much I could say. Besides it being very cliche, very similar to previously other romance animes that I've seen in the previous past, I've always loved you. I always love you is... honestly, if you've never seen a romance anime in your life, I mean, I guess you can give this anime a watch. If you have, like, literally an hour to kill, go ahead, go watch. Go watch I've Always Liked You. In that regard, people of YouTube, I can't really give this anime a grade, but if I were to, this anime would have probably gotten a 6.5 out of 10 for it being kind of cliche, very by the numbers at this point. Like, again, I've seen this shit done before and possibly done even better. I'm telling you, if all animes were like, romance animes were all like Amagami SS, where at least they had a good established relation, where at least like the main character Juichi had a good established relationship with all the women in the anime, then yeah, sure. But the difference between Amagami SS and I've Always Liked You is because I Always Liked You actually could have really benefited from being a solid 12 episode anime. run. But no, it was compacted into one long anime, and it was only for an hour long. Well, other than that, people, I mean, go ahead, check it out if you feel like it. It's on Crunchyroll right now. Like I said, it's only an hour long. So, like I said, if you have like an hour to kill, you know, go ahead, go watch it. Yeah, that's all I can really say about I've Always Liked You. Yeah, that was short. Yeah. So, people of YouTube, stay tuned Wednesday as the day 1 of the 12 days of anime commence. I'm very excited, and stay tuned for those videos and plus a video every day from until Christmas Day at that point. So until then, people of YouTube, if you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. And until then, this is the Crimson Assassin signing out. Peace.